Let's get picking.
Feels like you on a
Shabby chic.
Sunday morning. Did you get that package we sent you?
Yeah, I did. I don't know what it is.
Well, that's your job. You gotta find out what that box is. What's that truck up there? That's a mobile sign.
Lying flat.
Yeah. Let's follow. I'm out on it at $1,000. Absolutely.
Don't worry, you haven't bought it yet. Relax. Hello?
I'm getting a little frustrated, so I think it's time for me to just cool down a bit. I'm Scott Cozens,
I'm Sheldon Smithens.
and we're pickers.
See that fork in the road? Take it. We travel all over Canada.
Looking for hidden gems in basements, attics, and barns. For me, it's all about the thrill of the hunt. Oh man, we might have hit the mother lode here. I like to move fast. I can always find something we can make a profit on.
I thought I'd seen it all, Scott. I'm looking for that one-of-a-kind item that has its own story to tell. Just like the people we meet, every story is different. It's not junk to us.
You know, I don't think I've seen another 2 cowboy hats in the entire province of Quebec so far.
Do you feel like a fish out of water when you're in Quebec?
I don't at all, actually, because there's something about the picking community that it doesn't matter what language you speak. It is the language of antiques.
These are the Laurentians. You know why they're called that?
No, I don't, actually.
Because they're right near the St. Lawrence River.
Oh, they're parallel, right?
Yeah. The Algonquin called this area Tremblant, the Trembling Mountains.
Oh, so that's where the name comes from.
Yeah. Going to see Mike. Mike's got a 3-story barn loaded with stuff.
I don't think I've ever been in a 3-story barn, have you?
No.
There's an old tractor up there, like an old Massey. There's a big old barn. Now, that one looks like it could be 3-story.
This is going to be interesting.
Oh, this could be fun.
Yeah.
This has got to be the place.
Welcome to Mont Tremblant.
Thank you. I'm Sheldon, and this is my driver, Scott.
Hi, Scott.
Nick, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. So this is your place?
Yeah, this was the last milking farm in Mont Tremblant, and now the farmer does hay.
Oh, okay.
And you?
I like to collect. Why don't we go into the barn?
Okay. Mike seems cheerful enough. I just haven't figured out yet what he wants to sell and what his prices are going to be.
Oh,
Whoa!
smoke.
Well, this is made for short guys like us. We walk into the barn and there's stuff everywhere.
Holy cow.
What are you doing here?
Come on, we're collecting. We're having fun.
Stuff screwed to the walls, stuff in piles on the ground.
Where are you finding all this stuff?
Garage sales, auction sales. I like a little bit of everything. Decoy ducks, lanterns, pottery, nice wood pieces, different stuff.
Oh, wait, what's that? As we're walking along, I spot an 8-gallon Medicine Hat Potteries butter churn. That's Medicine Hat Potteries out of Alberta. You see Medalta more than you do.
From our part of the world.
Yeah. You don't see the Sleepy Indian ones that often. It's missing the lid, but it's got the Sleepy Indian logo, which is the one that's desired by people that collect Medicine Hat pottery.
I'll tell you who wants that, is somebody to use it as an umbrella stand just because it's
Right.
got the size. It'll never churn any butter anymore.
That's out from our area. That's something we should take back to our neck of the woods. What would you want for that?
150.
I wouldn't even sell it for that in Alberta, where Medicine Hat Potteries is known. I'm thinking Mike either paid way too much for his stuff, wants way too much for his stuff, or both. But I'm always hoping. What's the story on the little sign? Mike's got a little snowshoe moccasin rental sign. It had a $3 price tag, which tells me it's not that old, but it's a neat little sign.
Probably 1950s, 1960s. And I think at one point, he put some tape over it and raised the price.
Right. Is that something you'd sell?
Sure, $20.
Done. And I just shake his hand right away to try and send the message that if he quotes the right price, we're not going to bargain with him. I'm going to wander along here and see what I can see. Oh, that's cool. What's the story with the metal on these?
This is the first time I've ever seen a pair like that.
I mean, these must be, if you were training for an Ironman, you'd put these on your legs and run through the snow with them. I mean,
Wow.
these are bizarre.
Isn't that unusual?
What would you want for those?
100 a quarter.
My concern now is we're just gonna have to pick and choose the odd item because we're not buying in bulk today. Let's go upstairs.
Okay.
Nice old bar.
Woo! Check this place out, Scott. I love it.
The barn's about 15,000 square feet and it's full of antiques.
Little funky piece of folk art. I don't think it's very old because it's been cut with a mechanical saw.
That's so bad it's good.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It looks like Frankenstein's driving it, right?
Got another one here. Little
That's
whirligig.
That's a nice piece.
Yeah. I like the fact that it's ready to be used.
Yeah.
So what would you want for each of your whirligigs?
$200 for the pair. And I think that's fair.
And how are you valuing them individually?
$200 for the pair. That's how I'm valuing it. We're just negotiating, and that's part of the fun. No, I think that's fair. I really do. I love it, and I know Scott loves it.
I want to know what you want for that one.
I don't know. I'd rather sell it 2.
We're trying to buy some whirligigs from Mike, but his price is high to begin with, and there's no negotiation on those. I'm about half that in my brain.
You can't be half that.
Well,
Impossible.
Okay.
Scott's a pretty aggressive negotiator, but sometimes my laid-back technique has its advantages. Forget the airplane. Let's go into the boat department. Tucked in a dark corner is a really nice rowboat.
Oh, it is a good boat, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, what's with the planks?
I actually think those are the boards for the bottom, so you don't do the old Barney and stick your foot
Right.
through the base. I'm sure it's a Peterborough. That's a very, very desirable boat. She's in pretty rough condition.
It's not that rough. It's hard to find. Very, very hard to find.
How hard to find is it in terms of dollars?
I don't know. Give me a price and I'll tell you if we're even close.
Well, why don't you give us a price
No.
and we'll tell you if we're even close.
Not this time.
We bought a cedar strip canoe yesterday for $350.
Well, I'd buy your canoe right away
Gee,
for
let's haul
$350.
that ass over.
We got to make some profit. How about 500?
I'd give you $400 for your cedar strip.
See, there you
Hello,
go.
what's wrong with the $50 profit?
Yeah. And we got to ship it here, right?
But let's keep our eye on the ball
Yeah.
here, gentlemen.
My
What
eyes
about
off the ball. I'm getting a little frustrated, so I think it's time for me to just sort of head up into the next level and cool down a bit.
Mike? You're walking away from me? You don't know? You don't want to sell it?
I'll sell anything, Sheldon. What's it worth?
I don't know. I'm tempted.
What's it worth?
Let me take a closer look. I'm not out at all. This one certainly needs some repairs.
Hold on, it weighs a ton.
But I'm not walking by it unless we can really take a good run at it.
Well, your partner in crime is
I'm here.
somewhere else.
He's out.
Well, I'm out on it at $1,000. Absolutely.
Okay, don't worry, you haven't bought it yet. Relax. Hello. Same
See,
thing.
this is
Yeah, pretty much the
rotted
same.
right out here, though.
Yeah,
Shel.
this piece. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's a shame.
Here, let me pull it.
Come on, Mike. Let us know where you're at here.
9.5.
Too much. I was thinking 5.
Pass. $800 bottom line. That's fair.
$650.
$800. Sheldon, it's worth that all day long. There's none around. You know that.
All right, I'll move a little bit, but you got to move a little bit too.
Go ahead.
700.
$750, we got a deal.
$750 done.
Thank you.
Finally, at $750, we shake hands.
Scott, you got a problem.
Yeah, I heard that.
You're moving a boat.
He knows. Hey, incredible. We go up into another level. This barn just does not quit. There's more stuff. I didn't even know they made armor for little people. Mike's got a little wee suit of armor. Guy's got a little mask and the shields and a little sword.
That comes out of Winnipeg.
Really?
Yeah.
Could have been Winnipeg Steakhouse, Winnipeg Car Wash, but last time I checked, there weren't any castles in Winnipeg and there weren't any knights.
What's it cost for a miniature kind of a suit of armor?
2.5.
You got a little flexibility on that?
A little bit. It's all original.
Really?
I packed it up in a duffel bag and brought it back here.
I would have sat him on the seat beside me on the plane. I'd say 150.
$200, it's yours, and that's fair.
175.
Sold.
175 it is. Good man.
Sheldon is a little smoother than Scott.
What are you asking for a pair of snowshoes?
Scott can be much more punchier. I need 125 for those.
Too much for us.
But both are very knowledgeable on their antiques and good negotiators.
So what do you got in here, Mike?
Well, I've got some antiques from a restaurant in the old village in Tremblant called Resto Pub au Coin.
A pub.
Yeah. And this is part of his old bar.
Oh, it's a bar. Rip off the blue tarp, and sure enough, turn of the century bar sitting there. So it looks like it's got some age to it.
You have a good little room there? Let me tilt
There's
it
a
back.
little piece there.
There we go. Huh?
What's it look
Not
like,
bad.
Shell?
Looks good out front.
Does it?
Yeah, and it's a nice big wide plank of mahogany.
Somebody drilled a hole for a beer keg, probably.
Yeah, for the taps.
I want that bar because we've got a use for that bar at our warehouse. They're really hard to find. There just weren't that many of them, and they didn't survive. So what do you need out of that?
I think about 3.5.
350? How about 200 bucks?
How about a little bit more and we can make a deal?
How much is a little more?
2.25.
Shake the man's hand. 2 1/4?
right.
Excellent. I'm happy with that.
Good, great.
No question that that's the buy of the day for us.
Well, that's fun then.
It's a hot day. It was sometimes a frustrating day.
But all in all, this turned out to be a pretty good day picking. We'll put your little guy in this at Halloween.
Nash would love that.
You should get 300 bucks for it. That's a good buy.
It's a good deal. It's a rare boat. You don't find many of them. We'll do well off it. In our warehouse, we've got a whole bunch of old country store antiques
that would
we
be
can set up on
fantastic.
top. And if we go to sell it, we should really be able to make some money on that.
Well, you're always smiling. I love it.
I hope so. I hope you had a great time.
Hey, we had a great time. We bought some good things. Give us a call when you come out to Calgary.
For sure. I think it was great. I had a great time. It was just a beautiful day in Mont Tremblant, and I sold some stuff, so I'm happy.
You know, that turned out pretty good, actually. I was a little frustrated early on, but the tendency when you get in that situation is to just quit. But we stuck with it, and at the end of the day, we ended up with some good pieces.
I'm with you.
Well, Sheldon, maybe you should call Keenan, see if he got that package we sent him.
Good idea.
I always wonder, what's he doing the 5 seconds before we phone him?
Hello?
Hey, Keenan.
Hey, Keenan, how are you?
Good. Just down at the warehouse.
Did you get that package we sent you?
Yeah, I did. It's really weird. It's sealed all the way around. I don't know what it is.
Well, that's your job, Keenan. You gotta find out what that box is.
Are you up to the challenge?
Oh yeah, I'm sure I can find out what this is exactly.
Well, I can hardly wait to find out what you find out.
All right, thank you so much.
See you, Keenan.
See ya.
Oh,
By the way, do you know what that box is? Because I'm not sure what that box is.
I don't think it matters, to be honest with you. It's a box.
Hey, if we're in Quebec, you gotta go see Rob.
Yeah, he usually has some pretty good leads.
He has good stuff himself.
Wonder if he's still got that creepy doll, Clarice. He said he'd never get rid of her. Oh, there she be. Can hardly wait to see what he's got.
Let's go see Rob. Hey, Rob.
Hey, Sheldon, how you doing, man? Welcome back.
Thank you.
Hey, Scott.
Good to see you.
How are you?
Beer me.
Dude?
Sure.
Right on, hang on.
Have you been out there finding stuff?
Oh man, I have found some really cool stuff. I've been collecting, buying, picking for probably 30 years. The kind of stuff that catches my eye tends to be mid-century modern, folk art, oversized stuff. It just kind of makes my boat fun.
Let's see what you got.
Sure, come on upstairs.
All right.
Love what you've done to the bar.
Thanks. Built in 1898. This bar is historic. It's one of the oldest continuously run bars in Canada. The railroad came through Hudson about 1890. The hotel followed.
Oh, look at this.
What's your step?
Man, if you were building in a walk-in cooler,
I'm looking at the cowboy boots.
you gotta
Sorry.
keep your eye on the ball here.
Yeah, a little too big for me.
I got this really cool 1920s canoe. Excellent patina
Yikes!
to it.
She's got a boyfriend.
Yeah. We call him Pat.
Why are you keeping this horrific little thing?
Would you dare get rid of it? A relationship based on fear is a good thing, I guess.
Rob has a technique. He'll give Scott a beer, and then he'll throw $1 or $2 in. He's wandering all over the place, where I'm here on a picker mission.
I'm drinking, he's focused.
That's a nice canoe.
It does need some work. I mean, you can see.
That's the understatement of the decade. I'm not sure you do any work.
I think
No.
this kind of piece, you just hang it as is.
What would you want out of it, Rob?
$450?
Boy, that's sounding not too bad.
But we got to negotiate. If we ground you down to 350, would you go there?
$375?
Done.
All right,
Good.
sold it.
Now we're paddling along. Not in the best condition, but at $375, just a dynamite price.
What about the Oka sign?
No railway sign?
Oh, yeah, it's the real deal.
And
And
Oak-
it's like infamous Oka from the standoff
Right across,
and everything?
yeah,
Just
right
down
across
the road.
river.
What would you need out of it?
I would need like 500 for that.
That's a big hit on that. That's a I don't want to sell that piece price.
Yeah, that's a special piece.
Okay, here's the deal. If we come back here next year and it's still there,
Okay.
we get it for 200.
Eh.
So you better hang it up downstairs where it belongs.
It's a deal.
It's ours for 200.
I can deal with that.
Okay, show us some more stuff. Oh, look at this stuff.
Rob, you've been busy.
Oh, yeah.
Rob's got a real eye, really funky designer stuff. That's what the market's looking for today, so we're hoping we can pick up some stuff from him that we can turn over at a profit.
Scott and I see a lot of trunks, but not too many in cowhide with studs.
Any good arch top or humpback trunk is worth $100.
Leather on the edges, nice and studded.
Yeah, somebody pimped it all up, right? This is all added later. You cover it in cowhide and it's gonna be worth more, but the brass buttons on the top of it to personalize that trunk, that's what turns it into almost a piece of folk art.
Well, I think this one comes from the 1870s, based on this double lock hardware here.
Gotta ask, what do you need out of that, Rob?
I'm looking for about $450.
Well, it's really folky. The only problem is I think that's about
What we're
we
gonna get out of it.
Yeah.
I'd grind you at 250,
3 1/4?
275.
Three.
Sold it.
I'm not sure if that was a good deal or not. Okay, let's keep looking.
Oh, I love the bowling pin. Feels like you on a
Shabby chic.
Sunday morning.
We weeble, but we won't fall down.
Everybody needs one of those at some point in their life.
Came out of Montreal. This woman bought a house, and she found it on the roof. Seriously. I kind of like it the way it is in its shabby state.
Yeah, it's sort of fun.
Yeah.
How much, Rob?
Shaped like me, too.
$100? 75?
75. 75 it is.
I was going 50.
You were going the wrong way.
You know who to play ball with.
Whoa! Right in front of me is a massive Smokey the Bear sign. Where did you get this?
Isn't that fantastic?
That cool?
Yeah.
Whoa! Rob's got an absolutely killer Smokey the Bear sign. Would have been just outside a national park, so that when you were coming into the park, you'd understand that you had to take care.
I got that from a forest ranger. This sign goes back around the 60s. And the Smokey Bear campaign started in 1944, just after Japanese soldiers had breached the Oregon coast, and they were sending in balloons full of gasoline to try and start forest fires to terrorize
Is that right?
West Coast Americans.
I never heard that before.
Huge campaign, only you can prevent forest fires. And it was so popular with the kids, they were getting over 3 million pieces of mail a year. They gave Smokey his own zip code.
Is this tape? No.
No, that's the only
lover.
flaw. But the beauty about this piece is it's been in this forest ranger's barn for the last 20 years, so it doesn't have excessive wear.
That is a great thing. It's everything you're looking for. That is the corner piece to a Smokey the Bear collector's collection. We have to have that piece. So what would you need out of that?
A lot.
What's a lot?
1,500.
That's a lot. That's a lot. I think we might be able to sell it for $1,500. Maybe even a little more if we got lucky.
I've never seen one. Have you ever seen one?
Nope.
I can't even find one that's been sold.
I mean, it's a great thing.
Rob wants $1,500 for Smokey, which isn't astronomical. But hey, we're pickers. We're gonna come back.
I mean, we'd love to be into it for like 500, but that ain't gonna happen.
No.
Sometimes you just want to anchor your position for bargaining purposes because you think it might go back a few times. So if they start a little higher than you want to go, you just go right to the bottom. See, I'd go $1,000 on it for sure. I think that's a good
piece.
buy for us, and it's probably you're making a bit of money off it too. That sign was not leaving this area unless it was in our truck. What the heck is going on? Did you sneak them in behind our backs or what?
I don't even know what she does.
You're being followed, Scott.
Wow, she is ugly.
What's the story on the seating here, Rob? There's a bank of red sports seats. We grew up in an era where those seats were in every arena.
These come out of Le Colisée in Quebec City.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they redid the seats a few years ago.
That's Jean Beliveau,
Yeah.
Guy Lafleur country, isn't it?
Well, they call Le Colisée the house that Beliveau built because when he played with the Aces, it was full every night. And then Guy Lafleur made his mark there, obviously, in 1970.
Yeah.
And also Lafleur played for the Nordique, remember?
Right. I've never met anyone in my life that doesn't love Guy Lafleur.
All right, well, I'm afraid to ask after such a great story.
Well, Guy's getting back, and he said that he would come sign them.
Oh, wow. Well, that makes a difference.
Guy Lafleur played for the Nordiques while people were sitting in those seats. More importantly, though, they were sitting in those seats when Quebec and Montreal had those infamous brawls in the 80s. So what would you sell them for signed?
I'd say a G for Guy.
A G for Guy. There's Habs fans everywhere, but especially in Calgary and especially for a good historic seats like those.
So let's cut to the chase. Rock bottom price for us two Alberta boys who you used and abused so many times. So rock bottom Calgary pickers.
$800, $200 a chair.
Signed.
Signed.
Done.
Go Guy.
That's a great deal for us. There are a ton of Guy Lafleur fans in Calgary.
One of my favorite spaces anywhere in Canada is Rob's little home theater. I love this place.
Isn't this cool?
I've always wanted one of these things.
Oh, hang on. I got a phone call coming in. Hello? Yeah, they're here now. Actually, you guys downstairs? Why don't I bring them down? I'm sure they'd love to see their stuff. We'll be right down. A couple of pickers have just dropped by.
Are we gonna get to pick the pickers?
Absolutely.
Let's go!
Let's go. Richard, how you doing, man? So the guys wanted to come check out your stuff.
Oh, that's good. I brought a few surprises.
Sheldon?
Sheldon.
Nice to meet you.
Same
Hey,
here.
Scott, what do we got here, Richard?
We've got all kinds of things. Open hatches. Today I brought mostly pine furniture and a few odd things too. Just a bit of everything.
Where are you finding this stuff, Richard?
All over the place. Auctions, you know, flea markets.
We have a little more trouble with painted stuff out west than you guys do here.
Well, in Quebec, if you want to sell them, you need color.
What about the hutch at the back?
That one there, I need about $13.50 on it. But it's a pre-1820 piece.
I can see the value. Scott and I both love Quebec painted furniture, but we've tried it on several occasions and stalled.
I mean, it's one of those ones that I got a feeling I'd be ending up married to myself. But let's see what else you got in the back of the truck.
All right.
Oh, that's cool. A piece of advertising. I open up a box and find an old store display. It would have sat on the counter of a bar to advertise Stewart's Scotch whiskey. What would you want for the little Scotch?
75?
How about 50 bucks?
Meet me halfway.
60 bucks.
You got a deal. There you go.
Okay. That's a really good little piece and good condition.
What about the little trunk? Just a carpenter's box, isn't it, Richard?
Actually, that would be for an engineer or a
Right.
surveyor.
Yeah. Probably was fitted originally.
Yeah.
What do you want for that?
150?
I'm thinking 75.
Oh,
We gotta haul this back to Alberta and then make a bit of profit
Oh,
on it.
I've been there. It's a long way from home.
It is, isn't it?
100. Take her home.
85.
Oh, okay.
85 it is, good.
Your dad loved a good pipe, didn't he, Shell?
He did. Probably part of the reason he's no longer with us.
Richard's got a little bag of pipes. There's about a dozen in there. Does that one go in this one? There are a certain segment of collectors that have pipe stands that are missing 1 or 2 pipes. So you can sell them for $10 a piece all day long. Nothing overly starry there. What do you sell your pipes for?
$60 for the whole thing.
Problem is you buy these cheap at garage sales, right? How about 40 bucks? That's my top knot.
I'll take 40 for the whole stand.
Okay, yeah, 40 for all the pipes. Perfect, we got a deal.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. Richard's got a nice Quebec folk art carving. Hey, Richard, what can you tell me about the caribou?
A carver from Saint-Jean-Port-Joli. His name is Denis Dubé. His father and 2 uncles were famous animal carvers in Quebec.
I've seen the name before. I really like that piece, and I think Scott and I should drive away with it. What would you want for it?
$250.
Boy, I like that, but that's just a bit too much. Do you have a little room?
Talk to me. I'm listening.
Let's say 2.
Okay.
All right, done.
Good price.
I'm delighted. What's the story on the chair, Richard? Wedged in the back is a good armchair. It's carved, upholstered, in not bad condition.
I saw that in the garage sale. I liked it and I bought it.
That isn't a bad chair, is it?
Yeah.
That's a beautiful chair.
What'd you pay? Garage sale.
I paid $175.
Ooh,
I don't think it's a lot more than you'd like to pay for
you
it.
stepped up, didn't you?
Good quality, very well made.
It's very similar to
love it.
chairs that I see in a large hotel.
Definitely.
Does a small man like me look impressive in it? That's the question.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. You are becoming.
The king of
You are
Alberta.
becoming in that chair. So can we give you a little profit, 200?
Okay.
Good. Good.
Thank you.
I think that's a good chair at 200, and we'll use it before we sell it.
What do you need out of your jacket?
Careful, he's gonna like your truck, too.
Today was a beautiful experience. Challenging but fun. If there was no challenge, it would break the business.
I think we got one more.
Oh, do we have somebody else?
Yeah, there's another guy.
Oh, let's go. We'll be right back.
This just keeps getting better. Rob tells us he's got another friend that showed up with stuff in a van.
Hey, Chuck, this is Sheldon.
Hey, Sheldon.
Scott,
to meet
how
you.
are you? Nice to meet you. What do you got for us?
Eclectic mix. I've been collecting good 25 years. Mostly eclectic things, oddities.
What's the economy?
It's some kind of grinder of some sort. I thought it'd be a kind of a cool.
So you've dropped something in there.
The mail.
Yeah, it does look like, but you know what? That's
It does, doesn't it?
That's like a farm implement of some sort.
Huh?
The price was right, so I liked it.
Not bad.
Hey, Sheldon, your favorite movie. Ready?
Wow.
First thing I pull out is I don't know what to say. It's a Saturday Night Fever special poster.
Doesn't get any better than that.
That is display also. That is not something that was sold to the public.
So how much would John Revolta be?
What are you doing?
80 bucks.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I think I'm way below that.
Yeah?
Yeah, as much as my wife will tell you I'm a great dancer, I'm not in it at 80 bucks.
Chuck, how much do you want for the tobacco fuming?
100 bucks.
Now we're getting close.
Yeah,
How's
that's the real
50?
deal. Oh, 80.
It's in pretty tough shape.
Yeah, but great subject.
Indeed.
Great subject.
60.
75. There's my hand. Right there it is. There it is.
60?
5.
65 it is.
All right.
Done.
I'm a little optimistic now that Sheldon's pulled the trigger on a deal. Maybe I can find something to buy.
How would you like those?
They're wild.
They're Bobby Orr.
Oh, they're
Can
Bobby
you
Orr?
imagine
Okay.
that Bobby Orr put his name
Oh,
on
he-
those ugly skates?
Oh, wait, what's that? Nice little folk art plane.
Yeah. Little model balsa wood carving. Nice little piece.
You don't see planes too often.
This is sort of fun.
Chucky's got a candlestick phone. And Scott and I see them all the time. They're good sellers. But this one is special. It's got a little metal box on it that you would drop a nickel in. A payphone of sorts, a really early one. What do you want for it?
$250.
Holy smokes,
Well,
really?
that is an early payphone. That's got to be good.
I don't feel like gambling that much today. So I thought, well, I'll lighten the load, perhaps. Well, you got a couple sort of incidental things.
What's
Plain-
incidental?
I love that. I would have used that line myself. An incidental is defined as something you throw into a deal when the person that's selling something else wants way too much money for it.
What would you think about 200 for the plane and the phone?
No.
Definitely not 200.
Definitely, I'm not making anything there.
So what do you say?
275.
Well, Sheldon, I got a couple little
Right.
throw-ins here.
There's some Bakelite here,
It's
right,
all
Scott?
Bakelite.
Look
You
at this
got
stuff carefully.
kind of a nice napkin ring.
Yeah.
How do I look?
It's you.
I think so too.
That's you, man. I wish I had a white suit.
So, what was your number on those
All right.
two?
Two and a quarter.
That was, look, I got to get at least 150 for the Bakelite and,
And 250
with,
for
with
this.
275 with that. No,
I get
no,
the
no.
glasses, though, too.
Okay, no, you don't get the glasses too.
Come on. You're going to throw the Bobby Orr skates in.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Just so I'm clear, 275.
150.
150.
And these are free.
Yeah.
They're
Whoa.
wonderful, aren't they? I mean, who wouldn't want a pair of red and blue skates?
So I think we should take that back to Alberta. Even
I
though-
agree.
What do you think?
70.
70 and you throw in my buddy's cool glasses.
Oh,
I thought I already bought them.
no way.
I got to buy
No
them
way.
again?
Yeah, all right.
Done.
Thank you.
So what did I
And-
pay for the glasses? Just out of curiosity.
You have a nominal fee.
Okay.
What was it? Incidental. Okay. They are professional at throw-ins.
I think we need a beer, don't you?
I definitely need a beer.
I think this calls for a cold, refreshing brew.
Today was great. We were doing fine with our old buddy Rob.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
And then all of a sudden, we've got 2 more guys, bought a bunch more stuff.
You know, you guys look a lot better with these on.
This is their 3rd time here. I think we have a similar interest in things.
Oh, yes.
How's that?
You look like you're in Devo.
Oh, that's disgusting. I love it. I think it's great.
That's a trunk we should easily get $600 for. Yeah, it's sort of fun. We can sell it for $500. That is a great thing. We're gonna at least double our money on that.
Well, guys, another great day.
Always a lot of fun, Rob.
Always a pleasure. You always wear us out and you always take all our money.
Oh, well, I think it works both ways. All right,
Okay,
guys.
thanks, Rob.
again,
All right.
Rob. Go find some good stuff.
Don't worry. The day was great. Had a blast. See you guys. I didn't think that they'd be buying this much, and I would definitely do it again. Yeah, why not?
Hey, well, wasn't that a day picking?
Always a great day picking with Rob.
And those contacts, Richard and Chuck?
3 characters there.
Yeah.
3 loads of good stuff, all different stuff. That's what I like. Everyone we deal with is going to be happy with what we found today. So I'm actually riding a bit of a high right now.
Me too. Let's call Keenan.
Why did you have to mention his name?
Hello?
Keenan. Hi, Keenan. How are you?
Good, just squeezing a couple rounds in on the bag here and then back to work.
So how'd you make out with that mystery box?
Well, I'm kind of chasing in circles, it feels like.
I found around a few people.
Definitely some kind of storage compartment.
Well, you know, given that it's a box, I think it probably would stand to reason it's a storage compartment.
I guess so, but I've tried a couple different things in it. I tried some puppies, and then I put baseballs and tennis balls.
There's one for the basketball.
But I do have some good news for you guys. That Texaco sign you had, I was looking through this thing you got on the desk over here, on a wheel kind of thing, like an old school phone book, it looks like.
You're talking about my Rolodex.
Your what?
It's the one with the cards in it, right?
Yeah, I guess if it's the Royal. Well, there's a guy here that says Kim, advertising and specialized in oil and gas. So I gave him a shout. Does it ring a bell?
Yeah, well, that's my buddy Kim. Is he coming over to look at it, or has he already come?
No, he said that he's gonna come over and do an appraisal.
Oh, okay, good. Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, look, we'll keep in touch with you.
Sounds good. Hello?
Keenan?
Hello?
Keenan!
Hello?
He's gone.
In more ways than one. What's that truck up there? Look at it.
Yeah, he's got some stuff in the back.
Stacked up high.
A couple chairs.
Sheldon and I are driving along. We're looking for a house to knock at or a barn, and we see a truck up ahead of us that's got some stuff in the back.
Oh, that's a 7-Up sign.
What's that underneath? There's something underneath.
Is that a sign?
I'm gonna get closer. Let me get closer. Oh, that's a mobile sign.
Oh, it is too, isn't it? Lying flat.
Yeah, that is an unbelievable sign. Incredibly hard to come by. Look at the size of that thing. Oh, he's turning in. He's turning
pulling
in.
in.
Let's follow him. Bonjour, Scott.
Scott, how are you?
This is Sheldon.
Sheldon.
Who are you?
Trent, concerned that you're following me. You're following me.
We get that all the time.
Yeah.
We're stalking you.
What do you got here? What's the story?
Well, I got some stuff. My wife and I are downsizing. The kids moved out. Going around a couple of the shops in town to see if people are interested in picking it up.
Can we take a look?
Absolutely. I really like gas signs and folk art, old, unique pieces of furniture.
Is it all for sale?
It's all for sale.
Trent's easy to get along with, and he wants to sell his stuff. I'm just hoping his things are in good condition.
Stop signs sort of cool. Remember they used to have these in the, I think they still do in Banff National Park.
Got both languages.
Yeah, bilingual. Yeah, that's old. They don't have those anymore here. They got just that at.
I sort of like this one though, if I can get it out. The one piece he had in there that I thought was better than average was the rocking chair. Nice slat back on it, a little odd compared to ones you usually see.
Twig chair.
Yeah, but it's a nice little
Nice
oddball
twig.
rocker.
Yeah.
Pretty classy, all handmade.
I think that's one we should own. What would you want for that?
Oh, I'm looking for like 50 bucks.
I'd rather be in it at 25.
Yeah, I can't do that. I would say, look like nice guys. How about 35?
35 done.
He's just softened us up.
Yeah,
Sheldon.
exactly.
Yeah, I see bullshit comes in both French and English. At $35, that's golden. Oh, we should have that, don't you think?
I think that's a good one.
Cul-de-sac? What do you need out of the cul-de-sac sign?
Oh, I'd be looking at 30 bucks.
Yeah, I'd be looking at 5.
Okay, you want 5, I'll go 10.
15.
Sounds like an
Done.
auction sale.
Sold.
We've only passed about 2,000 cul-de-sac signs in the last few days. Couldn't turn another one down for 15 bucks.
This
An old 7-Up sign.
Yeah, it's ridden hard and put away wet.
Hasn't been shot at, though, I don't think.
You mean that rust isn't bullet holes? That's
It's
just-
either rocks or 22s, but here, I'll give you that thing. It's a beater. I'm handing stuff back, but I'm eyeing them up real quick and noticing that they're not in great nick. All I'm concentrating on is the sign that's under the stuff. Now, the pièce de résistance.
Yes.
Trent's got a 1957 mobile gas Pegasus flying horse die-cut sign.
I don't think there's anybody in town that would even be interested in this, but I thought I'd take it out, see if I could find somebody to buy it.
Well, I think lots of people would be interested in it. It's just that nobody would pay anything for it.
Yeah.
Would have sat up on the side of a dealership, would have had a bottom part that said mobile gas underneath it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's killer for a bunch of reasons. It's porcelain, it's oil and gas, it's die cut, and it's in pretty good condition for a sign of that age.
Pretty good condition. That was the key.
It's too bad. I had a whole bunch of gas signs, but another collector came along recently and
Didn't take this one though.
didn't want this. He said it was too big. His wife would kill him
Oh.
if he'd had it.
Nice piece though. What do you need out of it?
I think it's worth, you know, I've been online there, like $2,000.
$2,000.
I mean, that's like, you know, my top dollar.
Yeah, that's retail.
What do
I
you
mean, I'd be happy at $1,000.
$1,000.
I'm not trying to insult you, but I mean, we got to make some money off this.
No, it's worth more than $1,000. How about 1,500?
Still don't think that leaves us enough profit in there.
Yeah, you got to ship it all the way back. Well,
Yeah, we'll have to try and see if we can get it in the van, but how about 1,100?
why don't we split the difference on the last offer? Go for $1,250. Would you do that?
I think we can do that. I think we can do that, Joe. I think we can do that.
Good.
Hey, thanks a lot.
Excellent.
There's nothing better than getting a great piece when you didn't think you were going to get anything. I think that's going to look really good. We got a red warehouse with a white wall on the inside of it. I think that'll look great right on the wall.
I hope we can wedge it in the truck.
All of the planets aligned there because we saw a guy that had great stuff in the back of his truck. He wanted to sell it. So we bought the best things that we could find. He got some money, works for everybody.
She's in.
She's in and she almost lays flat.
Doesn't get any better than that.
No, that's a nice chair, I like that. We'll double our money on that, no problem. We're gonna put that on the outside of our warehouse so that people can't get out. There we go, perfect. That's a great deal. Easy $2,000 for us, maybe more. Hey, that was great, thank you.
Pleasure doing business with you guys. Thank you very much.
Go find us some more stuff. We'll be back.
All right, I will.
Anything big and bold and red, we buy.
Sounds good.
Okay, thanks a lot,
Thanks a lot,
guys.
Nice
guys.
meeting you.
Take care.
Yeah.
Nice guys, really good guys. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thank
it. It's really weird to be here in Mont Tremblant, have a couple of cowboys pull me over and come and buy a bunch of my stuff. I'm surprised, but I really liked it.
That's one of the best signs I've seen in a long time.
Unbelievable.
That was a great little willow chair. And you know what? We spent $1,300 maybe, but it was in, out, quick, unbelievable.
Hey, Keenan.
Hey, guys.
We're just back from the trip.
Good to see you, bud.
Yeah. I see you got the mystery box.
I got the mystery box.
Did you figure it out?
No, I can't give you a 100% answer.
Can you give us a 10% answer?
I'll give you a 10% answer. I'm thinking it's a home-built treasure box because it's completely sealed, minus one spot
Yeah.
where it comes open, just held in by a couple screws that are a little bit out of the way.
How's it a treasure box? I don't get that.
Because this is so hidden that people can't see it, that you can put some valuables in there.
Well, they just unscrew the top and take
But-
it off.
I just thought maybe, out of sight, out of mind.
It's definitely old. The patina is all right and hand forged. Somebody spent a lot of time and effort.
Who knows?
The mystery continues. Keep working on that, Keenan.
Thanks, guys. Oh, I think that's Kim.
Kim. It's one thing for Keenan to tell me he's got Kim coming down, but to actually have Kim show up means he's done something right.
I'm just in here.
Hey,
Come on.
hey, Kim.
Good to see you.
You too.
Kim's been dealing in oil and gas memorabilia for decades. He's seen every kind of sign under the sun. That's the Texaco sign. So he's got a good idea of what that sign's gonna be worth.
That's the one you want appraised?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Sheldon, I got something to pass down to you. We bought that as part of a package for $1,000.
Thank you very much.
Thank you guys.
At Lauren's place, right outside Moose Jaw.
Nice Texaco die cut sign. I think it's 1936.
Have you seen this sign before?
I have seen them before, more in the US than in Canada. Condition is actually really good. The sign is rare. The die cut adds to some value because it's basically shaped like an oil can. It's not your regular rectangular or square sign. But yeah, based on the condition, I would put a value on that of $1,200 to $1,500.
Seriously?
Fantastic.
This is great.
Oh,
It's a nice sign.
Yeah, we thought it was good. We didn't know it was that good.
that's excellent. That confirms how great a buy that was.
Thanks a lot, Kim.
Thank you, guys.
See you, Kim.
Okay, you bet.
This was an amazing appraisal, and Keenan said it all together. Keenan, thank you very much.
No problem.
He did well. There is hope.